You're listening to Primordial Harmony, session/episode 67, a classic retelling of the Elemental Evil story in the D&D universe. My name is Mike, and I'm joined by...
Hello, my name is Miles, and I am playing Chadicus Winthrop, and I am a human druid.
I am Kate, and I am playing Maeve Dunman. Words not coming out today. And I'm playing Maeve, Illadrin Elf Fighter.
I'm Nyx, and I'm playing Bit. She is a Tabaxi monk.
Hi, I'm Senna, and I'm playing Snow, the Elven Tempest Cleric.
Alrighty. And unfortunately, Zafin playing Ignacio is snowed in, and we're still doing GTF this episode week session because I want to see Zachriel's reaction from him when we get to a certain story beat. So, when we last left Gordon's task force, Snow had unleashed a water weird from its vat in the middle of what was once an old brewery, and the battle was on. Shortly, 2 more water weirds burst from their containers as well in an attempt to drown our heroes. Chadicus was grabbed by a water weird and drawn into the creature's container to drown him, but in a move of accidental brilliance, Chadicus wild-shaped into a giant octopus, and being a non-rigid animal, filled the space of the vat, separating the water weird from it and destroying it. Taking note of this, Maeve attempted the same thing and knocked a vat over, spilling the water weird out, its life draining away, only having enough time to attack once more. In the middle of the battle with the last water weird, a door, not crossed yet by the party, opens, a cultist peering through and then raising the alarm in the room beyond, calling out for a certain Morbrioth. They attempted to flee, but with Octo Chadis' enhanced reach, was stopped in place. The threat heightened. Snow brings to bear her icy, fiendish spirit guardians, while Ignacio finishes the tentacled cultist. From the room beyond, they hear a voice bellow out, "I'm not dying for Gar!" and instructing more inside to leave. The party finishes the last water weird and storms into the next room, chasing a few cultists that run south. Snow walks into a room filled with bugbears that have fish-like features, fins, scales, and gills. The bugbears attempt to hold off the party as the cultists flee, but despite Maeve taking a few big hits, GTF manages to cut the aquatic bugbears and all the fleeing soldier cultists down, save for a few that found their way into a boat. Meanwhile, Morbrioth took some time to inform the aquatic troll of the party's deception before he began to speed off in a strange waterborne vehicle. GTF would not give up the chase as Snow dashed into the water with her new ability and Ignacio lobbing fireballs and bolts into the darkened lake. Eventually catching up, Chadicus wild-shaped into a giant eagle, carrying Ignacio and Bit across the lake to cut Morbrioth off and finally putting him down. The party then met up on a smaller area on the south side of the lake, unnoticed by them before, the inside smelling of soaked death. Bit, ever curious, prodded into the room. Inside was a smaller ruined alcove of rubble to the west, and a room of 8 small festering pools of water to the east. She noticed humanoid shapes leering at the party through the darkness. After informing the others, and after some back and forth on what to do, Ignacio braves forth, and the creatures spring, not only from the dark room, but from the pools of water. Snow, thinking quickly, seeing these undead creatures, channeled Auril and froze 8 out of 12 of them, which then shattered to pieces. During the battle with the last 4, Snow would discover the seashell necklace around the neck of one of these ghouls, the necklace that Tenny described being on her lover. The party cleaned up the last 4 and looted Morbrioth's body, finding a hefty sum of platinum. The full spellcasters mostly spent. The party decided it was time for a tactical retreat to restore themselves and take another day to clear the complex. GTF and Kine went to collect Tenny and deliver the bad news. After a bit of womanizing from Ignacio, the party scuttled out from the temple and back to the surface inside Bayrock Keep. But just as they all settled in to relax, Chadicus received dire news. Ascending from Gordon, Forthstride in peril, 1/4 of militia deserted, gnolls within city walls, Akka in chaos, Wayshields assistance required, citizens are sheltered in place, return ASAP. real quick, yeah. So, you guys find yourselves back on the ship that you'd taken from Sholar. I need to real quick. Up. Up. So what do you do?
Did
I'm assuming-
Chedicus tell us?
He did at the last end, but I mean, we can pick it up from after he responds to Gordon.
I had a dire, pale look on my face, explained what was on the message, and I began shuffling off and preparing the ship to leave. We need to go. There's no time to... Both of our temples are a threat. All of the civilians. Everyone.
Well,
Snow nods solemnly.
Ignacio says, "What do you mean? What's going on?"
Knowles. I don't know how, but enough of them have breached the walls to cause Gordon to panic. They've sheltered people. Some of the garrison have abandoned their posts. Probably utter chaos.
Well, then I suppose we best help. And kind of also pales, his his white bluish skin turning even more less blue, more white. So you guys start turning the ship around and getting ready to head out.
Yes, please.
All right. It's about, to give a time, it's about 2 p.m. And based on what the speed of the boat, you kind of turn it towards where the sun is more in the direction of, and it's not too difficult to get an eye on the coast as you proceed in that direction. And it takes about 3 hours to... Actually, probably less time. We'll call it 2.5 hours as you cross the water, and in that whole in that whole time period, you don't see any more creatures that try to accost you. And however, the water seems a little bit more wavy, or not wavy, a little bit more rough. You bounce a little bit. Poor Tenny has some issues. She grasps onto the railing, but you make it back to Rollid. Not back to. You guys haven't actually been there in a while, but you make it to Rollid, if that's where you're going.
That's probably our best port.
Mm-hmm. So as you roll into the docks, let me bring up the Rollid page. I'll just use the crowd of you as a meaning of, or as a token for the ship. So, as you roll in to Rollid on Solar's vessel, there is a individual who kind of notices this and gets to the dock and gets some rope ready, and there's a hint of recognition in their movements. It looks like they're used to this ship coming in. And he throws up a rope to be tied to, I don't know what you call those things that are actually on ships to be cinched to cinch rope to. You know what those are called? I don't know what those are called.
Man, everything in nautical has like an actual term, and I do not know.
Oh, one of those.
The tie down thingy bobber.
Tie down thingy.
Yeah, tie down thing.
I do believe that's the technical term, thingy bobber.
It is a cleat. At least
Cleat. That
galvanized.
sounds correct, actually. Anyway, so yeah, ties down, and there's a platform that can extend down to the dock. So I assume you guys do that, and this dock worker kind of looks at you strangely and says, "Wait, you're not." It's a human, male, typical kind of dock worker. He looks a little bit disheveled, but not too bad. He looks like he looks like he's a little. What's the word I'm looking for? He has a little bit of an anxious air around him, and he looks at you strangely and says, Is Sholair on the ship? Who are you?"
Ah, yes. Sholair parted with his vessel trade. Were you looking for him?
No, it's just that this is his ship.
No, not anymore. We actually own the deed.
Oh.
It was a very permissible trade. He parted very, how would I say this?
It was an amicable trade.
Amicable is a good term. But I have a quick question for you, sir. Do you know if there's a dock worker around here that we should pay for board while we leave our vessel here?
Well, Solar had an agreement with the dockmaster.
Interesting. I wonder if he'll be responsive to us as well.
Let me go find my supervisor. And
Oh, you have a supervisor. Would you mind bringing me to him?
Sure, come with me. And he leads you to this area right here, and it's a warehouse, but it has like a mezzanine with offices. Mostly one office. Karenicus.
I don't have enough hair.
So you see a gentleman who's actually just about as stoutly, portly as Chadicus, sitting at a desk, flipping a pen, looking extremely bored. And the dock worker comes in and he says, have a group of folk that have the, what was the name of the ship? Oh, I wish I prepared that. It had a name. Oh, dang it. It was...
I remember it having a name, but I don't remember what it was.
It was like a Miss something. Dang it.
Bodie McBugface?
It wasn't Bodie McBugface. That's what you guys named it. But there was like
I don't think
the Miss Reef. The Miss Reef. He says to the parents dock master, these 5 came in with the Miss Reef, and they say that Sholar gave them the deed to it. Well, let me see the deed. Obviously. Did you ask them to produce the deed? Jim? Oh, no. Well, pardon me, sir, he says to Chadicus, do you think you could go grab that real quick? Shouldn't be any trouble. You do that?
Have it?
You do have it.
I thought Maeve had it.
Well, somebody has it.
So I kind of just wave my hand over to her. So she...
I feel like Chadicus just kind of waves. He steps out of the building and waves wildly at him.
Come. Maeve, please. I need the credentials.
Maeve goes over with the credentials. I do believe this is what you're asking.
Let me see that. Alright, everything seems in order. Alrighty, no worries. He had a contract for his parking of his vessel. Actually, and he goes into like a little file cabinet and he pulls out a sheet of paper and he looks over it. Well, it's a gold per day to store it, and he's got that paid into the next 10 day. So lucky you, you get free docking for a while.
Is it really
Well,
a gold a day? Can I insight check that? Is he shaking us down?
Insight check. He's being genuine.
You see Jadicus start, like, grasping little bits of hair that he does have, like, gold a day. Oh.
He must have been covering up some shady business if it was a gold a day.
Well, was the agreed rate. And
What's-
he isn't a fisherman. He has it marked here as a pleasure vessel. I don't assume you would.
Oh, I just said,
I don't assume you would decide to turn the Miss Reef into a fishing vessel. You don't look like you are the type to do that. No offense if taken. Kind of wargles his eyebrows, thinking how weird he sounds.
Oh, good. I whisper to Maeve and I say, do we particularly need the vessel much longer, or would it be offloaded to some?
I mean, I think the best thing we could do is offload this thing.
We should probably ask the other. Not make quick decisions. We do have to make haste. Though. Probably not going to too far on the road before it becomes dark.
Absolutely.
I will grab them. So I'm going to go waddle off to the rest of the party and bring them along.
All right. So,
Everyone, it appears that there's an exorbitant cost to dock this vessel, and we only have 10 free days of it. So we're making decisions about perhaps separating from our ships. So perhaps you should be along for the ride.
well, are we? Ignacio asks, "Are we going to return to that temple?"
It's very likely, but if we have to pay a large fee of gold to get our vessel to stay here, perhaps having just a large sum of gold and then ferrying or chartering a ship after would be easier.
I have to agree. I don't see, even if we return to the island, what do we need this vessel for?
To get there
If
quickly.
if we're talking a gold a day, when do we feel like we're coming back?
He like kind of leans in a bit and he says, "Didn't we get 22 pieces of platinum just now, or a few hours ago?"
I kind of like hold my hand up to Hush and was like, "You really don't negotiate."
You're not talking with the guy. I thought you were like away, right?
Oh no, we're like right in front of him.
Oh, you're right in front of him. Okay.
That's why I was like,
Okay, he wouldn't have said that then. He's smarter than that.
Gotcha.
He just kind of has his eyebrow cocked and he just says, "Oh, I suppose."
So, what would the going rate for a vessel as magnificent as a pleasure vessel of the Miss Reef be going on the market days if we were to part ways?
He blinks, and the DM checks stuff.
Very long.
I mean, the base of comparison, yeah. Waterborne. Okay. I'm gonna try to sell this thing. He says, "Oh, you find, it's obviously been used. I'm not a dealer in boats. I just work on the paperwork for the docks. But I think that if you wheel and deal a bit, you could probably get a fair price for it. Probably north of 5,000 gold." Based on the transactions I have been privy to.
Look at the.
What did you say?
Perhaps Gordon might have use of it.
We might have to just pay for right now. It's something to consider when we.
I mean, we could plop down a couple platinum for a couple 10 days and then make a decision.
His eyes go wide as you say that.
We did deal with Shola. You should realize what kind of echelon we're dealing with.
Makes sense. He was, before he ended up leaving, he was quite a posh individual.
If we have a 10-day covered, we should pay for one more just in case. So it might be easier if we actually bought some horses and a faster trip over westward. Save the money for that, I would.
Save the money for what?
I was thinking buying horses to get westward faster.
Hmm.
A car, a carriage, or actually get some legs.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If we only pay him for another 10 days, we'll have 20 days and we'll have plenty of time considering how D&D works.
You will
to
have
get back.
Plenty of time. Yeah.
So I would suggest 10 gold for him right now on top of the 10 we already have in from Sholar, 20 days, and we have enough to not worry about this and deal with it later. That is my whisper.
So
good to
Maeve
me.
just pulls a platinum from the pieces that she put into the rest of the pack and hands it over. This should cover us for at least another 10 days.
Indeed it will, he says as he files it away and makes a few notes on the sheet of paper that contains the docking contract. And he says, is there anything else I can do for you?
Who is the best milk dealer in town?
He says, well, that would be a wonderful halfling man by the name of, he starts checking his notes. By the name of Elzin. Wait, do halflings have the... No, that's gnomes that do that. A lovely halfling by the name... Elzin... Wagglespeak.
We'll do well to remember that name. Thank you very much.
Oh, you can find
I
him...
believe
I was gonna say, you can find him in one of the warehouses on the northern side of the docks. Has his name on the door. He's right next to Lanad,
Excellent.
who is the best boat builder in town, actually, if you are ever interested.
Well, thank you so for your help.
Of course, of course. This is the most...
Catechus, I do believe that we have some business to handle. We must move fast.
Agreed. So, as we kind of waddle back on the street, I kind of look at everybody. Do we think we should invest in some horses to get stride fast? We're probably no good until we have a rest, but I don't know how long it'll take us to get across that road.
Well, we'd say it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock at this time.
Yeah. It's about 4:30.
If I remember last time we roll it.
Say again?
If I remember last time we walked to roll it, it took a day to get from Forthstride to roll it.
It takes 2 days.
2 days.
2-day journey each way. To get from one of those to the other, it's 2 days. And in fact, every time you go, there's a very clear area where most of the stops for camping takes place for everyone that does this trip.
Can we make it in half with horses?
If you push the horses to exhaustion, which would definitely require a handle animal.
Ride into the night, midnight goes. Then we'll get there afternoonish if we can do that. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to just walk the 2, or do you want to try to cut a quarter?
I mean, I'm up for however Chaticus feels most comfortable.
I mean, I could turn into a bird and fly a long distance, but we all need to get there. Wait, I can do how many hours in wild shape now? 3 hours?
Yep, I think so. Rounded up or down. It's either rounded up or down. 4.
I don't think I can be a creature big enough to pull everybody, though. No, I don't see it.
Likely not.
So yeah, it's either we pay money for horses or we walk it. I think walking is just, more convenient for us if we're not really rushing.
It sounds good to me.
All right, get going then.
Walking it is? You're gonna
I
start
think
now?
we're going to walk until it gets pretty dark and probably rest then, right?
Alright, you guys spend very little time in Rollid. You roll right through Rollid. You roll right through...
Roll it.
hang on.
Just roll it.
Well, you roll right
Keep
through
them
Rollid.
fishies, roll it. No.
You roll right through Rollid onto the Roll Forth Road. Words.
This is a lot of ours.
It's a lot of R's. It's unfortunate I can't roll on my R's. Alright, so... Let's see, it's the summer. So... you guys you've had quite a day today. Let me look up some rates. Travel paces and just do some calculations. So...
overworld time.
So you guys start heading out. Actually, let me change the music. I should have a... Oh, this is fine. Ooh, I know what I can do. Since we have 2 bots, I can layer tracks.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. All the river ambience on YouTube is like 8 hours. Alright, well, there's also the sound of a river flowing next to you. Alright, so... Actually, I wonder if I can just find that real quick. No, probably not. Okay. So you guys start walking. So are you guys like hoofing it, like you're trying to get as much time as you can, fast pace?
I would think after the adventure we just had, probably a normal pace tonight, maybe a
A normal pace? Okay. So
or do
then-
you guys want to go for the exhaustion again?
Well, no. All that fast pace does for you is make it so that you take a penalty to perception checks, and you can't move stealthily.
That's probably.
That sounds okay to me.
Do it.
I just see us moving a little bit faster than a normal pace.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are
Just
hoofing
due
it.
to the, yeah, just due to the
Nature.
the urgency of Chaticus' message.
Mm-hmm. So 4 miles an hour, which makes sense for this kind of party. Chadwick is giving it his all to walk at a brisk pace.
His Fitbit's going crazy.
His Fitbit's going
He's
crazy.
a mall walker. Or they speed walk.
It's too bad he can't have a Segway.
Can I get one of the new egg ones that you sit down on, like Wall-E style?
I have to look that up later.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
All right, so we're in the middle. We're getting into summer, so let's see. It took about a half hour to do all that, and sundown is around 8, so that's 3 hours of traveling. Actually, do you stop when the sun sets? Because it's not dark when the sun sets. It gets dark like an hour after sunset.
We stop about a half an hour after sunset so that we can set up camp so that we're not trying to do so in the dark.
Okay. In that case... Okay. So much fun. Starting from roll good. You guys get to just about the edge of the forest here, and the sun starts to set, and the river has curved away, so you actually don't hear the river from here. And you're around this area with lots of sort of the whole area is well traveled, hoof and foot beaten road. What do you guys do? What do you guys do to set up camp?
Maeve looks at everyone and says, "Okay, who's taking first watch? Who's second? And who's third?"
How long is a watch?
2 hours. Well, I mean, if you have, or it can be 2 hours because everyone who's normal and not getting trance can stay up for 2 hours and then get their 6 hours of sleep for their long rest.
I will take first watch because I don't think I'll wake up if I fall asleep now.
Okay, I'll take second watch.
I can take the last two.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. So, let me. So we have Maeve taking second watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Oh darn! I meant to do that GM roll. Oh well. All right. Chaticus, you bleary-eyed sort of keep an eye on the forest as the sun starts to set, or as it starts getting darker and darker, and now it's just dark. And I guess you have to have a torch on, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Maeve, you pull yourself out of your trance, and or rather, tell me how the switch happens.
Well, my guess is I get a little bit of a nudge from Chaticus, and I come out of the trance and I put my sword across my knees and keep an eye.
I lumber to my pack and just land on top of it using it as a pillow and snoring right away.
Make a perception check, Maeve. As perfect. As Chaticus lays down for rest, you look into you hear a rustle in the it's very faint, but you hear a rustle, something more than just like small game or bird in the tree line. And your attention is drawn to it, and looking at it, you see a flash of a pair of eyes staring at you, and then it goes away.
I think you're going to want to show yourself.
Nothing happens.
She slowly steps towards the bushes.
Slowly step toward the bushes, and you look further into the tree line. Roll another perception check, as I assume you're definitely keeping a sharp lookout.
Absolutely.
You approach the tree line and you look in with your dark vision. You look and listen, and you can't hear or see any other apparent creatures. However, you do notice some broken plant matter in that area that you assume those eyes were at.
She steps backwards, not looking towards where she's walking, but backwards towards the group, and just keeps her eyes on those.
Your watch continues and passes without incident.
So when she wakes up Snow for the third watch, she lets her know about the eyes she had seen and that nothing's happened so far, but to keep a good eye on the.
Snow nods, and for the rest of my watch, I'll make patrols around the camp.
All right, you make patrols around the camp, and you don't see any other. You don't see any other creatures. The night passes without incident.
I'm sorry, I have to be right back, guys.
Okay, that's fine. Because I did want to discuss a couple things. And also, we're going to level up. We'll just take a few minutes to level up. Level up! And we're back! So, you guys are continuing down the Rollforth Road. You wake up. You gather your things. Does Chadicus wake up easily?
I mean, if someone shakes him a little bit, he'll wake.
Alrighty.
He's still fragile and man.
Alright, so, you guys start walking. What's your travel pace?
We're still at a quickened pace, trying to get to Forthstride as quickly as possible.
Alright. Perfect. Do some calculations here. With a quickened pace, you can cover 30 miles in a day, which is quite a lot. In fact, you would make it to Forthstride within 8 hours. So that would be at the end of, let's see, today is the 21st. Let me mark that real quick so I don't forget. Alright. And the GTF is still a couple days ahead of excavators, but hopefully we'll fix that next week. So, you can definitely make it to Forthstride within the day. With your quickened pace and the penalty to what's Chadicus's passive perception?
Let me take a look, because it just changed.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 19.
It's a 19, okay. Definitely with that. Traveling quickly, as you start to get to the point where the river gets closest to the forest, and you notice the couple hours of travel, a couple hours of quickened travel, Kine almost lagging behind, but it's either he's lagging behind or he's holding up the rear as every time somebody looks back at him, he's looking behind you guys. But everyone in this hurried state doesn't really notice until they're right on them. Give me a marching order. Yeah, hang on a second.
Based on canon, I'm probably right in front of Kine. Still lagging behind, but not as far as him.
Okay, give me a hot second. Yeah, go ahead and put your characters as they would.
Down is
Up and down.
No, not up and down. Going that way.
Yeah, that's what.
It's probably me like that. Okay. Walk, 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 walk. Sick.
Maeve and I have our 80s sweatbands on.
Absolutely, with our leg warmer.
I think Ignacio would probably be back here, behind Chadicus. You didn't see me do that, but you will in a second. So with your ruined passive perceptions, with your single-mindedness, you hear a crunch in the tree line to the left of you, and you're not surprised because this gaggle of goblinoids don't try to just murk you off from the tree line, but you hear a meow, and go ahead and roll initiative. Let's see what.
It's a healthy chunk of them.
Oh wait, I know what happened. There we go. Alrighty. I bet Senna's salivating.
Oh, I'm ready.
Don't forget
Goodbye,
to roll,
Forrest.
Ignacio.
I will do this. Thank you for reminding me.
I don't want to use my 5th level spell on the first go, though. So we may,
What was that?
The temptation's there, though.
it is very, very much there.
Well, it's up to you. It's your choice on how, what kind of resources you want to spend before you get to Forthstride. That's gonna have to change real quick. New NPC sheets. Right. Alright, I think I got everybody. Oh wait, Ignacio. My first goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Initiative. Oh. And, oh, kind. A little better. Alright, sort this thing. Alright. So, yes.
You just scared my cat.
I did?
He just came out of his skin, ran away.
How?
He heard you go, rah!
Through your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, kitty. Alright, this bugbear jumps out of the tree line and rushes towards Maeve. And is going to try to strike her. And she gets a good look at him, and it looks like he doesn't have as much of the same fighting prowess as his aquatic cousin, but he strikes him with his Morning Star anyway. 13.
And misses.
She deflects it with her shield.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Alrighty. Maeve sees the haft of ice slash in front of her as it buries into this bugbear. Roll the damage. Alright. And now, it's not your turn yet, Snow. It's this Goblo's turn. Who is going to... Where's your thing, bud? There it is. Gonna head over to here. And is going to... That's probably within range, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. Shoot you. 16.
Me?
Yeah,
Yep.
that hits.
My armor class is 16.
The goblin, ecstatic, goes ah! And 6 piercing to you. Now it's your turn.
He doesn't even matter to me. We're gonna cast Ice Storm.
All right, give me a hot second. What level is Ice Storm?
It's a 4th level spell.
All right. Okay. You try to cast Ice Storm. You feel the cold erupt within you, but it doesn't go off.
Okay.
Catechus.
I'm going to scoots my boots over here, getting between me and the giant scary ladies that kill everything with weapons,
Uh-huh.
and I'll choke this guy with the skeletal hand.
Alrighty.
It's there, but there you are. Oh, that's the damage, not that one. Where's the button? I thought I had an attack.
It should be like... There should be like a check mark in the spell.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't. I'm just gonna use my booming blade button for the roll.
That's fine. That hits. Alright, 5.
So it does 5 damage.
Bugbear's like... Yeah, at its neck. Alright. Anything else, Catechus?
That'll do it.
Alright, this other Goblo will come down here and is going to try to take another shot. Actually, he's going to take a nice shot at Catechus.
What?
What? 17.
That'll hit.
He is overjoyed, and he turns to the other goblin, and they high five. This hobgoblin here is... no! This hobgoblin here is going to charge down to Bit, getting ready to attack, and he dashed, so he just has his sword and shield out, just running toward her, and that's all for him. Kine is going to attempt a thing. He brings out his hand, and where'd it go? You see, he throws what looks like a tendril of steam toward these hobgoblins. Oh wait, you don't see that. Toward these hobgoblins. He's gonna make that attack. Why is it? Did it not? Why didn't you roll an attack? Output attack. Why did it roll it? Okay, well. Angry. Hang on. Plus that. That's enough. Oh, wait, is it? Yeah, it is. So he hits this one, for the bludgeoning. And then his allies need to make saves. And you see the thing just kind of explode into this really rough steam that kind of like sprays all over them, and they cry out in pain. 1, 2. And unfortunately they both save, so they only get duped for half. And that is his turn. Alright. Hobgoblin is going to move down to join his brethren. Gets to here and then starts to bob and weave a little bit, sizing up Bit. But Bit, is your turn.
So when this guy comes running at her, she's going to make a fist and start.
That is a miss as you slam right into his shield. Another miss. That is a hit. Alrighty. 7 bludgeoning. You strike him and you get him in the jaw and like he's bleeding. It looks like he's gonna raise his sword against you. Maeve.
Maeve is going to take a shot at this bugbear that hit her.
Alright.
Or hit at her.
That is a critical. For 11. Okay.
And then she swirls around and tries again.
He brings up his Morningstar at the last moment, and Revalvis just clangs against it. Anything else?
She's just going to give him a dirty look.
Alright.
And that'll be it.
This bugbear is going to... Can you... how far can you get, sir? You can get to there. And he's going to hurl a javelin at Maeve. For 18.
He misses.
Alright. This hobgoblin is going to join the fray. And is going to take a slash at Maeve. Ooh, he crits. As she blocks the javelin, this hobgoblin gets her from that other angle she wasn't covering for 7 slashing damage.
And she riposts.
You can't unless they miss.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry about that. This hobgoblin gets here, kind of looks between the situation, and is going to use his dash to get over here. That's the end of his turn, and this hobgoblin's going to do probably a similar maneuver, getting right up in Snow's grill.
I'm gonna opportunity attack.
All right. No, you're not. Oh wait, do you
Sure I'm not.
do you stop them if they if you miss? I don't remember. I don't think
No,
so.
I have to hit them.
Okay. So he gets all up in your face. That's his turn, though. Da 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 da. Let me actually check something real quick here. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. It seemingly from the tree line, a mote of fire screams toward you. 20 to hit for 10 fire damage.
Yep, hits.
And that's it. Bugbear is going to join the fray. Oh god. Select him, please. Thank you. Bugbear comes in to join the fray. Gets over to here and dashes to close in on Snow. This goblin is going to shoot at Ignacio.
Did Ignacio get
A turn?
benefits of a long rest?
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah, he did. Hang on. I didn't level him up, though, but I don't think he'll need it for this encounter. But I'll make sure Justin does that later. And hits him for 6 piercing. Or you know what? Wait, does he have shield? Let's find out. I don't think that would matter, actually. No, it wouldn't. That's a shame. Alright, so he takes 6 piercing, cries out in anger, and kind of centers his eye on that goblin. And it is his turn, and he is going to hurl a mote of his own fire at the goblin. hits for... The goblin cries out in victory after hitting Ignacio, but Ignacio sends a bolt of fire at him, and it goes right through the goblin's neck, frying him from the inside out, and he falls. This bugbear gonna attack Maeve again. As soon as I find it. Meow! 6.
And she will repost that one.
Alrighty. That's not enough to hit. Alright, these goblins are going to move over to here, feeling quite confident, and are going to, oh wait. Oops. You didn't move yet. But that one does, and is going to shoot at Maeve with a short bow. Schling. 19.
Hits.
Hits for 6 piercing. Snow.
Okay. You twisted my arm enough. I'm gonna say a small prayer to Ariel because Snow's previous spell not going off. She totally thinks it's her lack of piousness lately.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and cast Destructive Wave.
Alright. That's a 5th level, right?
Sure is.
Alright, so Destructive Wave, does that... Can you key the spell so that I understand? Because, like, are you about to fry everybody? Or...
It is 5d6 radiant or necrotic damage and then 5d6 thunder.
That's... No, I mean, the area of effect, right? How does
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving.
Wait, can you...
If I remember correctly, this one doesn't target friends, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
I gotta figure out how to have it.
Yeah, you gotta press the button in the spells list. So go to your spells tab, press it there.
Oh shit, I thought it was way different. I thought it was like a sweeping line. Okay. Alright, sweet. Fuck yeah.
No, it's like a splash.
Creatures of your choice. Creatures you choose. That's
it's
really,
good.
That's really interesting for what's going on here. Alright, give me a second. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I need to do a thingy. Because that may or may not work. Ooh. You feel the destructive force well up inside you, and it doesn't go off. Mark off the spell.
Okay.
You'll get your vengeance, I think. Okay, that's gonna be Chaticus.
I think we're bringing out the Shroom Dogs.
The Shroom Dogs? Okay,
Can I have a lot of wolves?
A lot of wolves. Is that the one where you get, like, 8?
That'll be 8 of them.
8 wolves. Okay, hang on. I put in wolf, or W-O-L-V for some reason. Wolf.
As much as it's more thematic for them to have, like, growing pustules all over them, I kind of imagine them having, like, toad heads.
Hell yeah.
Just big old shroom hat.
Putting them all in the GM layer, because I'm an idiot. Alright. 1, 2... That's 5... 6, 7, 8. Okay.
And what's their dexterity so I can roll initiative for them?
Give me a hot minute, and I'm just going to give you the sheet. Because...
Oh, if we get the sheet, then I can just roll in there. That'd be perfect.
In players' journals, Miles. Can be edited and controlled by Miles. Boom. Alright.
That's in creatures and monsters, so I'll go here, press the button here, and then ba-bow.
Alright. They're going to share initiative, because, yeah.
Yeah, they'll do stuff at initiative 5.
Yep.
But I'm going to command them to just maul everyone around us.
Alrighty.
And I think I'm also going to scoot back into my pile of Shroom Dog.
Alright, the goblin sees all the wolves appear and without really understanding what's going on, runs over to here and goes to shoot one of them. Where's your sheet, buddy? There it is. Pyaw! 10 damage. I mean, to hit, which doesn't.
Nope.
And that's his turn. Hobgoblin in front of Bit is going to try to attack her with a long sword slash. 17. Bit. Nix. Did Nick say BRB?
I didn't hear it. I'm gonna add the wolf to the initiative order real quick. Change that to.
Alright, well.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna... okay, well. Alright. Snow, you see, as if coming from the tree line, a thing of fire racing toward you. And this is going to be with advantage. 23 to hit for 14 fire damage. That was a good roll. And I will say that out of the corner of your eye, you saw it come from this direction. Wait, can you see that? No, you can't.
Nope.
From this direction. Alrighty. Hobgoblin here is going to... Oops. Come here. And here. And attack. Bit. And, she's not here to defend herself, unfortunately.
No, I'm back now.
Hello. You take 4 damage, and you're about to take more, maybe, if this guy hits you. Probably not. I mean... Oh, he hits you. Unless you can shrug off 20 to hit. Yes, no?
Yeah, what was it again?
The 20 to hit on Bit.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, 7 slashing. And now it's your turn.
Let's aim for the guy in front of me.
Alrighty. Hit. Bam! Right in the face, and the trauma just knocks him cold and probably dying as he crumples before you.
Then I'm gonna do a side kick to that guy.
Hell yeah. That is a miss. Fortunately.
Let's try a side kick again. Oh, those damn 13s.
Damn 13s. Keep rolling 5s. Bit goes for a sidekick on this guy, blocks it with his shield, and then she decides to go for the head, but he brings his shield up and catches it. Maeve, it is your turn.
Maeve's gonna keep aiming for the same bugbear.
Alright.
She wants to get rid.
That's a hit, and he has 4 HP, so he is down as you slash through him.
And then she turns to the guy right here, and she's gonna take a shot.
Alright. That's a hit. Alright. Describe the fluid motion of his death.
So she swings her sword, hitting this bugbear, and just keeps going around and hits the hobgoblin. And then puts her sword down and gives this guy a dirty look as to let him know that he is next.
Alright. And just as you do that, you hear coming up from kind of behind you, this bugbear goes into this morning star. And then...
And misses.
Does she do the thing where she doesn't leave his eyes, but she brings her shield up to block the strike?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! And he's just, ugh. All right, you're dead. You're alive. All right. This hobgoblin turns to Ignacio, sees the wolves and goes, "Oh shit!" And he stammers for a moment, but he goes for Ignacio anyway. For 12, and I don't think that hits. Nope. Ignacio kind of does a deft dodge. Alright. Snow, you're going to take an attack from this Goblin of Hobbs. 19.
Yes, and I'm gonna
Rebuke?
yes.
Yeah. You rebuke.
I'm gonna update HP. It is 2d8 cold demon.
Alright. Alright, so he strikes him with his longsword, and when it connects, it hits like this ice that and you feel a little comforted because you feel this collection of ice just like appear where he was striking right at your shoulder, and you can feel the presence of Earl. Kind of, you feel just this sort of like this coolness of like, there's some fucked up shit going on, but it ain't me. And the damage like travels up the sword, and he goes into his arm, and it freezes him, and he just collapses. Wolf time.
Alright. Ha! Alright. Now they all have pack tactics, so if I have a friend within 5 feet of the enemy, I get advantage.
Yeah.
So let's start with this one I just moved first. 18 to hit.
On the hobgoblin?
Yeah, on this one right here.
Yes.
7 damage.
That is enough to bring him down.
I got a buddy bit right next to her, so advantage.
Yes, you do. That is a
15 to hit.
Not a hit, as he kind of like kicks him away with his armored shoe.
Copy. 13 will miss.
Yep. That guy's dead. Oh, the same guy. My bad. Critical, and
11.
that's enough to kill him. As he tears him to the ground, and like the trauma snaps his spine. Holy shit! Wait, who are you going
right
for?
here.
Oh, the bugbear. Okay, yeah. Fuck. What is that? That's.
I keep moving them within range of only one enemy each time, so that's why.
14. Yeah. All right. Bugbear surprise needs to make a strength save. Correct? I believe so.
Yes.
11.
DC 11.
Yeah. He is proned.
22 hit.
That is a hit on the same bugbear. Okay.
Yeah.
7
got within
damage.
And these will go over here. One next to Snow. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright, so this guy, DC 11 strength save.
7. Bugbear. He also doesn't save as he goes prone.
And this one's just going to tear into his face while he's on the ground. 15 to hit.
Hits for 10
damage. The last one will scoot around and just, pack in. 14 to hit.
Just enough.
Alright,
And
6 damage.
Hobgoblin rolls around trying to kick away these wolves. Any others?
Alright, that'll be all of them.
Alright. Let's see. A bolt of fire comes out from apparently the tree line somehow. And, it might hit the wolf. For 15.
That will hit. Which one are you targeting?
This guy.
Alright, he's dead.
He's dead. He poofs.
Delete him.
Oh shit, hopefully it wasn't the one that had the initiative on him. We have to make sure.
No.
I'm gonna mark this guy with the thingy. Alright. Alright. Bugbear is alive. Bugbear stands up and tries to swing at these wolves. He swings at the one below him. This
He's
guy.
got 1 health left.
He hits away, and he's like disturbed at how like he moves the shroom head away, but the wolf is still moving. All right, Ignacio is going to whistle and move over here, and he kind of looks into the tree line, noticing what's going on, and he says, Did anyone else notice? That's his turn, though. The goblins are still alive. Oh, you know what? Ignacio's gonna shoot a goblin. Don't mind me just sweeping up the little ones. Right for the one closest. And just kills it. Oops. Alright. Next is the goblin who just saw his friend go down. Starts to run. And kind of goes into the tree line. And actually, let me run a thing here. He gets into the tree line and he almost disappears. He practically disappears. You can't see him anymore. Snow.
Okay, we're gonna go back to what I know, and we're gonna hit this bugbear with ice.
Alright. That is,
I think you have advantage on this one.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd have advantage on this one, but this guy did stand up.
The other one standing, he just got the +2.
Can I retcon that?
Oh no, you have enough for the +2. You hit.
Because you're flanking.
Okay, cool.
Because the wolf is helping you out. Alright.
And we're gonna divine strike just for the fun of it.
Hell yeah. He's
Aw.
super dead. He's still super dead. Anything else?
Can I use my bonus action for spiritual weapon?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the trees over
Okay.
this way.
Alright.
I mean, I can't see anything with it, but just so it's there before we...
Sure. Oh shit, hang on. Oh fuck. Trying to get that template up for you. Boy, I have every possible menu open. Good lord. Alright. You wanted it like around here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright. So you cast it, it attacks the air. Actually, make a disadvantaged attack roll. Fucking hang on. You kidding me? Okay. Unfortunately does not hit anything. Pedicus.
I'm gonna see what Ignacio's mentioning and actually make a perception check to see if I can spot who's in the trees.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
Alright. No. That's the button. Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, so what you see, you kind of scan the tree line, but your attention is then drawn to the ground, where you see depressed grass. Here. And here. Oh wait, can you see? You can't see those pings. Hang on. Here
Thank you.
and here.
Okay, I note those two spots and I say, dogs and people. There are invisible people here. And I kind of point.
And you hear out loud, shit! That goblin's dead. Anything else, Jadicus?
I'm gonna instruct the wolves to go find and attack those people after they finish. And that'll make my turn.
Alrighty, Kine. Okay. Kine is going to Hail Mary. By Hail Mary, I mean he just doesn't really have anything. Well, Kine is going to just like pick a spot, and he picks a area and he casts Bonfire, but nothing happens, and he goes, oh shit. That hobgoblin's dead. Alright, and now with your attention drawn to that area, this isn't as much of a surprise, so I'm going to take away advantage. Did I click out of it? I did. Damn it. This firebolt comes zipping toward you, Snow. 15.
Nope.
And you see it coming from this area. This area. And that hobgoblin's dead. Bit!
I'm gonna yell out Chatikas. Where did you see them?
I point to the two spots again. I believe they're like there and here. Oh, that's pretty close.
Okay, I'll aim there, over here, with sunbolts.
Disadvantage. That. Wait. Okay. You see it strike a surface, but you see what looks like the shimmering barrier intercept the sunbolt. You still have attacks. Next.
Boy, I'm gonna run forward,
Okay.
pulling up my staff.
Okay.
Shit, where was that? Was it this one?
Well, at this point, you're having trouble keeping track. You don't know.
Okay, well, I'll give a swing with my staff.
All right, go ahead and roll with disadvantage. That's a miss.
Okay, I did a sunbolt. Can I do it again?
Do what again?
No, I can't. Okay, never mind.
I think you have a bonus action.
Yeah, you can. I let Sunbolt work with martial arts, so yeah, you can take one more unarmed strike or Sunbolt.
Okay, I'll try hitting the area.
Okay. Okay.
With disadvantage again?
Yes. Invisible enemies. They're a bitch. Okay, so you feel your claw strike in a little bit. Roll damage.
Sorry, you cut out there.
Roll damage.
You caught that mage. Get him.
All right. Need to roll a thing. All right. Keeps that up. Maeve.
So Maeve is going to finish off this bugbear in front of her.
right.
So
He is prone.
she swings her sword around, like that Conan swing, and just kind of stabs.
Yeah. You have advantage. There you go. That spread. Oh yeah, he's fucking down. He's dead. Shit.
And she's going to make a run towards this way. And she's going to swing in this area
Roll
with disadvantage.
Yes. That is enough to hit. Alright. Wow. But you haven't... Oh no, that was your other attack. So you hear a grunting sound. Ah! That's it. Wolf.
Wolves, let's see. Now, because I have buddies next to these people, they're rolling normally?
Yeah.
Because they get pack tactic stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got 40 feet, so they can all... Oh, I still one over here, too. Hello. Nah. So...
hang on. That wolf...
Gotcha. Bumps into
never
something?
mind. Well, you had him bump into somebody, and then you decide not to. Ah, fuck, I put him there. Fuck. Alright. Do what you're doing.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy spotted. Anyway, this one's gonna get attacked by 3 of them. Normal rolls.
Alright.
So just... And bah. Bah. And bah.
All of those miss.
Alright. And then I have all of these guys over here attacking the same area over here. Is it over here or over here? Wherever that is. Wherever the spot I pointed to.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Are these guys attacking up here? Because they're, like, up here.
Yeah, they can move around. It's just wherever I pointed to.
Okay.
I remembered this one because it was right next to Maeve. I wasn't sure where Bit was. Anyway, 4 of them.
Oh, shit. Hit. Or, sorry, no, just hit. Miss, hit.
15 then? 19 and 18?
Oh, wait, actually.
Oh, he has the shield, right.
Yeah, so just the 19.
Alright, so 8 damage.
8 damage. We're gonna do that savey save again. Alright. The invisibility of the greater kind goes away. Anything else with the wolves?
No, that's their turn.
Alright. Shit! Looks around. And, says, oh, fuck this, I'm out of here. You're on your own! He shouts in the direction of Maeve. And, he...
Oh, did he make his, strength saving throw?
Oh, good point. Yeah. Nope, he's prone. On the ground, he says all that, though. And, he looks at the wolves, he looks up to Bit, and, he says, I hope you said your goodbyes to Forthstride. And he disappears. But you hear a rustle in the tree line. And, I think...
Now, did he, like, poof away, or did it look like he turned invisible?
He didn't... He misty stepped. Fuck! Hang on.
Because we can still see him, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can hear... You hear a rustle in the tree line, and, your direction is drawn, and you can see him, like, scrambling to get up in the tree line. He's still prone, though, I think, because Misty Step doesn't change that.
So, as he's going away from us...
Misty Step doesn't...
see him.
Misty... No. He teleported.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking if it looked like he popped out of existence, or if he just, like, turned invisible.
He was shrouded in a weird purpley mist, and then you heard all of this undergrowth being snapped against. And... yeah, he has half cover through all this undergrowth. That's his turn. Actually, he stands up and he starts moving. So he's that plus 5 feet. If anybody has a relevant thing they want to do. So that's his turn. Bugbear, dead as shit. Ignacio. Ignacio kind of squints, looks back at Chaticus, says, I'm not going to be responsible for a forest fire. So he doesn't do anything. Snow.
I'm gonna come up here. And... we're gonna cast... Thunderwave in front of me.
With all the wolves? And Maeve?
No, this direction. Like this 15-foot square.
Oh, up here.
Right.
You can move, I think you have, yeah, like that?
Yep.
Got it, okay. You do that. Let me roll some things. Alright, so takes the full damage, and then Alright, so not only does he take the full damage, oh god, roll 20, what's going on? Oh, that's what happened, okay. And then, no. And pop. He kind of growls at you. I can get rid of that. But he is visible. What do you want to do? Or anything else you can do? Can you activate spiritual weapon as a bonus action? Or is it an action from then on?
As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. But I don't know if... Can I do that since I cast a spell? Casted a spell?
It's not casting a spell to just use it when it's already active.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna do that.
There you go.
That is a hit. Alright. For 9. And he looks fucked up. And he kind of gnashes his teeth at you, and he... you see, like, his eyes are sort of weirdly bloodshot. But that's it. Anything else? I think you're done, yeah. Shaticus.
Alright. I'm gonna walk my way up here. Let's see if I got him in range. Ha ha! I'm gonna grab him with the skeleton.
Alright. He's got half cover, so that's plus...
Something. 4, I think.
I can look that up real quick. Go ahead and roll your attack. I'm the one that makes that choice.
It might not matter. Oh, it might matter.
It probably won't, actually. Yeah. You break here. Why is cover so hard to find in this thing? Oh my god, what? Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Okay. Half cover. Plus 2. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. He gets it. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Blah.
And necrotic. Alright.
I'm gonna command my 4 wolves here to run after him.
Okay. Alright. Hein is going to walk through here, and he's going to try to help, and he's going to cast Bonfire on this guy, since it's not really close to the tree line. He makes a save, unfortunately. Alright. With his last act, he looks at Snow with anger, but a little bit of a smirk on his face. And he says, "Guess your connection to your goddess isn't as strong, is it?" And then he's gonna hurl magic missiles at you. So you take 12 damage. That is his turn. Bit.
Okay, so she is going to use her probably feline agility to catch up to him.
Oh, she can. I don't think she even has to.
You're fast.
It's 40. Do you have at least 45 movement?
Yeah, I got a 45 speed.
Then you can do it without the feline agility.
Okay, I'm moving right up to him, and I'm gonna whack him with my staff.
All right. That is not a hit. As he kind of ducks. Ah!
Okay,
More attacks?
yes, more. With the staff? I always get mixed up with this.
I mean, Okay, so you have extra attack. You can use anything you want, but then when you use the bonus action attack, you have to do an unarmed strike or a sunbolt. So you can do the staff again.
Okay, let's do one more stab.
That's a hit. Ah! He's stumbling forward. His breaths are heavy. You have one more thing you can do.
And that's where I'd have to do an unarmed?
Yes.
Got it.
Let's punch the life out of him.
Back of the neck. You hear the sickening pop, and he just falls over, crumbling in the dirt, dead. Maeve.
So Maeve's gonna take a shot at this guy in front of her with her sword.
All right. That is a miss. You also don't have advantage.
Right.
That's a hit.
And let's see. Yep.
All right. How does he go down?
Well, she slices at his neck and he starts bleeding, and she whispers to him, "I guess your connection with life wasn't as strong as you thought it was."
Hell yeah. And he crumples down, and you're out of initiative as far as you know.
My wolves follow their command and begin mauling these people on the ground. All right, that's enough. Bring their bodies back.
You bring their bodies back. Bit as
Have
you
them retrieve.
Bit as you are in that tree line, you notice. Where's my thingy? My notes. You see what looks to be sort of a partially cleared path in that direction.
I'll come back out and tell the others of what I've seen. I've placed for a path.
Well, the unfortunate truth is these goblinoids were casting very high-level magic.
No. These guys, the mages, they're human.
Oh!
Yeah.
I just see horns on them. Out there. Bugbear.
Oh, it sucks.
That means one of the cults is utilizing goblinoids? I mean, not too far off from what we saw back in the water area. I'm going to investigate the two mages, make sure they don't have anything useful.
Hang on a sec.
They might have spell books. Those.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. You don't find any books on them.
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Am I lagging?
Nope, I just forgot I muted myself. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh, certainly. That's that button.
You don't find any books on them, and they're tattered. They're actually, the robes aren't tattered. They're actually kind of nice. In fact, they seem relatively clean, but that's all you can really glean from this cursory look over them.
I show no signs of their origins or where they came from. But if this is the case, we might have more of this once we get closer to Forthstride.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break because I need to go to the bathroom.
I'll use this time to, compliment and praise my doggos.
There you go. That's a good idea.
And they're face spirits. They need their spirits up. Just give them little head pats.
They are a fine pack that you have there.
Yes, not as rideable as the giant birds, but they do well. Oh, yes, you
They
do.
do
As I start
quite
giving them
well.
belly rubs.
I'm back.
We're waiting for
Welcome
Mike to
back.
get back from the bathroom.
Oh, that segue looks comfy.
Don't it?
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Is anyone else out?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Miles?
I'm in.
We're all here.
Alrighty. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I walk up and confer with Chaticus. Well, it says there's a path up this way, and then, of course, we still have Forthstride to protect. What do you think we should?
The question is if it's worth the detour. But it appears that these creatures and humans were in some way highwaymen, targeting people crossing the roads.
They did mention Forthstride.
His exact words were, you should kiss Forthstride goodbye.
I mean,
Good.
the truth is that could be where the camp is, where the going to Forthstride.
Our headquarters.
It's very possible, but I would assume that if gnolls are already in the city walls, it would be the most useful if we go to Forthstride immediately and come back and check on this.
Well, I defer to your your decision. So I'll follow you.
In this case, I think we have to prioritize the safety of Forthstride citizens. But
Chadicus, don't you think more will come down that path?
I do, but I think there are some already in the city. And with guards abandoning their posts, we need to be the force to stop them.
Well, you're quite correct. At least we'll have the balls and Forthstride to protect us.
But we should mark this area so we can come check on it immediately after we secure our wall. So I will find a way to mark one of these trees somehow. And
You guys have something
And
that
how
would...
do you mark it, Chadicus?
Wait, hold on.
With your dogs?
I want to remind you guys, you have something that you could use to very distinctly mark a location.
Is it a thing I have? Because I don't think I have it.
Somebody has it. Actually, it might be in the loot.
The loot? Let me check the
Get it
loot.
right now.
No, it's not in there.
Give us a hint.
You had a detour before into a Fey crossing. I don't know if you were here for it, Katie's.
I don't think I was.
Oh yeah, he took ice. She did. The Fey creature took ice.
And we got something in return? Because I don't remember getting anything.
I don't remember getting anything either.
We did kind of storytell our way through it, but you guys got a Quall's Feather token.
Don't know this by name. Let me type this out. And
It should be a Feather token in the compendium. But the one he gave you was the tree.
ah, all right.
And the feather is a distinct purple.
So essentially, we can grow a giant purple tree if we want to.
If you want to. You don't have to.
Y'all want to grow a giant purple tree?
Perfect.
Let's grow a giant purple tree.
All right, we're gonna grow a giant purple tree.
I'm gonna grow a giant purple tree. I'm gonna make it the art. I'm gonna get a tree thing for it and make it purple.
Sweet.
Oh wait, there's
What?
already like a thing for it. Sweet. Oh wait, they have
60
faces.
feet tall.
Never mind.
It is a big one.
That's a big one. All right. That means it's pretty wide too.
5-foot diameter trunk. Wow. And the branches at top spread out to a 20-foot radius.
Oh, thank you for that. 20-foot radius A. Yeah, good enough.
That's a day.
And
You won't miss that.
Yeah, doubled it, but that works. I'm
did?
cool with double the tree because it's diameter. She said radius.
Oh, then I actually made
Yeah.
it smaller.
Oh, I thought you said 20-foot diameter.
No, it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that big.
I fixed it. There you go.
That's a big lad.
Big lad.
Well, we
We're
will
gonna
definitely find
come
purple.
back and it'll be like chopped down by someone who wants purple wood.
That's what I was thinking.
All the
knows?
amaranth.
I will write a little note and knock it into it that says "property of the way shields,"
Love it.
and then all the little constituents underneath it that would say finding purple wood on your thing is equal to a certain fine and all that other stuff.
Nice. All right. So you guys plant the tree, you watch it grow, and you start heading back on your track to Forthstride. Same pace?
Yeah, I think the quicken pace.
All right. So, because of the way I have the whole events with Forthstride set up, we're going to end the session here because excavators need to catch up. So,
All right.
we'll end the session here as you guys keep making haste toward Forthstride. Thanks for watching, Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Bye,
Hi,
Joy.
Joy.